Hey everybody, welcome to Wacky Wednesday number 15 on the Leek. I'm John as always, and we're going to get back to stipulation drafting this week. The past several weeks actually have been less wacky things like Cube and Vintage Masters and things like that, but we're going to go back to the roots of Wacky Wednesday. We're going to draft with a rule in place, and that rule is going to be follow the leader. When I pick a card, my first pick can be whatever I want, but from then on, my next pick must share a color, a converted mana cost, a power, or a toughness with that previous pick. So if I first pick Mistfire Weaver, for example, I have to then pick a blue card, or a card that costs 4, or a creature with power 3, or a creature with toughness 1. Because that's what Mistfire Weaver is. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to very quickly evaluate what matches the previous card. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be interesting with cons as well because of the gold cards. So, for example, if I took Mistfire Weaver, in the next pack I could take Bear's Companion because it's a blue card. It's a blue, green, red card, but it is a blue card, and that, of course, then opens me up quite a bit for the next card. So it's going to be an interesting stipulation because it's not going to be one of those ones where I am 100% locked in and just auto-drafting. I am going to have to make these considerations of jumping in and out of the gold to kind of keep myself open. But we're going to jump into this KTK Draft Swiss here, and I will see you guys for the draft. And we're back. That took a surprisingly long time for that Q to fire, not cube. Let's see what we got here. We have a Necropolis Fiend, which is good. It's not necessarily great, but do we have another better first pick? We have a Feat of Resistance, a Throttle. So Feat versus Necropolis Fiend. So if I take a Necropolis Fiend, I have to pick a black card, or a 9-drop, that's not going to happen, or a 4 power or 5 toughness creature. If I take Feat of Resistance, I have to take a white card or a 2-mana spell. I think I like Feat, both for this stipulation and probably just as the first pick here. Necropolis Fiend is just okay. The fact that you would probably use the Delve to cast it means that the ability is not going to be online anymore. It's just not quite as good as it could have been. Feat, on the other hand, is just fantastic. Throttle is good. I don't know if it's first pickable, but we'll take the Feat here. So I'd like to take that champion, but I can't. I could take Air. I could take Bondkin. It's white and a 2-drop. I could take Savage Punch. And is that it? I could take Shatter if I really wanted it. Air of the Wilds or Bondkin? That's tough. They're both really good. That keeps me in white. That pushes me into Abzan. That's tough. That's really tough. I think Urg. So it was taken out of this pack. An uncommon was taken out of the pack. I could also take the Windscarred Crag. I'll consider the color that lands produce as being that color of card. Bondkin Air. Urg. We'll stay white. We'll take the Bondkin. So white, 2-drop, 2 power, 1 toughness. So we have Abzan Guide, Erase, Blossoming Sands, Singing Bell Strike, Smoke Teller as our options. Abzan Guide, I think, is what I like here. Blossoming Sands could be good as well. Singing Bell Strike, eh. Smoke Teller, eh. Yeah, I guess just Abzan Guide. So next pick will be a 6-drop, probably won't happen, or a 4/4, a 4X or an X4, or a white, black, or green card. So that's going to kind of keep us open in our next pick. So let's take it. So we should be pretty wide open in this pick, I think. So yeah, we could take Bear's Companion. We could take any of those. We could take Tracker if we really wanted it. Jeskai Student, Firehoof Cavalry. Maybe the Roar. Probably better than the Warden or the Smoke Teller. So that would push us into green. That does kind of make me wish I had taken that Heir of the Wilds. This makes a 4/4, but I don't want to go Teamer. Yeah, we'll take Roar of the Challenge. So green 3-drop. So we've got Awaken the Bear, Scout the Porters, both of which are green 3-drops. Monastery, Flock, Sultai Banner, and that's about it. So it's really Awaken the Bear or Scout the Borders, and I think we'll take the Awaken the Bear. Yeah, let's do that. So green 3-drop. Monastery Flock is the pick. It's a late burn away. Unfortunately, it doesn't cost 3, so we're looking at Monastery Flock, which isn't going to be in our colors, unfortunately, but we are going to pick it up, and that means our next pick will be blue, 3-drop, 0 power or 5 toughness. Let's start dragging these over here so I remember what they are. So Blinding Spray, Sultai Banner, Trumpet Blast, or Tranquil Cove. I think the smart pick would just be take the Tranquil Cove. It's got one of our colors, white. Oh, but what do I do if I take that? Do I then have to pick a blue or white spell? Or a 0? I think I do. We won't count basic lands because I'm not going to draft a basic land. So yeah, let's take the Tranquil Cove. So blue or white. We have Whirlwind Adept, Jeskai Banner. So I guess we'll take the Whirlwind Adept. Maybe we're going to be Bant. Bant is green, blue, white, right? Sounds right anyways. So, I mean, the green is replaceable. So we could go Jeskai. So anyways, we're looking at blue 5/4/2. Blue 5/4/2. So Thornwood Falls. Or Keru Bloodsucker. Thornwood Falls goes with the green-blue. Bloodsucker would get me back on the Abzan plan. Let's go with the Bloodsucker. So black 3-drop 2/2. Bitter Revelation, Bloodfire Expert. And that's it. So we'll take the Bitter Rev. So black 4-drop. Seek the Horizon. Sure thing. So green 4-drop. Smoke Teller. Sure. So Scout the Borders. Sure. Naturalize. You're green as well. So Naturalize we're not going to play. Scout the Borders, probably not. Seek the Horizon, probably not. I would prefer not to have those blue cards in there. So let's take them out for the time being and pretend that we're still totally on the Abzan plan with more than enough playables, even though we're not for pack 1. Swamp. Alright, so pick 1, pack 2, I get to take my choice again. And then we start the whole follow the leader thing over again. Let's adjust this down to morph level. Put that down to the 4-drop slot. It's a curve at least. I think that's about all I can say about it, but so be it. So we've got a Rakshasa Vizier, which is only 2 of our colors, and we'd prefer to stay white. So looking past that, we have a Parapet, a Smite, a Scoured Barrens, which I could just take, or a Kill Shot. Well, I feel like I'm going to get attacked a lot, so maybe the Kill Shot's the pick here. That would mean we're looking at a white 3-drop. Otherwise, we could take the Parapet. Green 2-drop 05. Scoured Barrens, just a white or a black card. No, let's take the Kill Shot. So white 3-drop. Arc Lightning, Timely Horde Mate, Feat of Resistance. Anything else fit in our deck, really? Not really. So I think maybe just another Feat. Horde Mate would bring back Smoke Teller and Bondkin. That's not bad. And I do only have 4 creatures. And I'm not necessarily guaranteed to get a whole lot more. Feels bad passing that feat, though. I'd have to take a white 2-drop. Let's take the Horde Mate. White 4-drop 3/2. White 4-drop 3/2. What do we have? We have no white. Oh, we have a War Behemoth, actually. 3 drops. Nada. Or an X2 or a 3X. So we've got Swiftwing, which isn't great. Swiftwing versus War Behemoth. Well, I think the War Behemoth gets the pick here. Nothing else we'd take, right? No. I'd like that Jungle Hollow, but it's not white. It's black or green. So War Behemoth it is. 6-drop 3/6 white. Hey, Abzan Guide. And another feat. Wow. Wow. Do I just take the other feat? Abzan Guide, though. Or Longshot Squad, actually. It is a 3X. Oh, I hate passing another one of those, but I need to get myself creatures. So Longshot Squad it is. Green 4-drop 3/3. So I've got green in the Smoke Teller, 4-drop in the War Shrieker, but we're not going to be playing it. Blossoming Sands. I think I just take the Blossoming Sands. So green-white. Feed the Clan. That's bad news. That is bad news. So then I suppose the question is, do I take a free Weapon Master? And my next pick has to be blue, red, white, or a 4/3? Or 4X, X3? Rugged Highlands. Green, red. This is a much more complex stipulation than I expected. We'll take the Efreet Weapon Master. So Jeskai 4X X3. Or what is it? 6-drop? 6-drop. Didn't necessarily pay off. Did not necessarily pay off. Because we're looking at Secret Plans, Bloodfire Expert, Bloodfire Mentor, or Whirlwind Adept. So maybe we take the Secret Plans and get ourselves back on green. So yeah, Secret Plans. So green or blue? Feed the Clan. Of course it's Feed the Clan. Or a 2-drop, actually, so I can take Jeskai Student. Yeah, I can take Jeskai Student. You're terrible. Get in there. White 2-drop 1/3. Enoch Tracker. Boo. 6-drop red 3/3. Ooh, Longshot Squad. You work perfectly. 3/3 4-drop green. Well, Abzan Banner's green, and that leaves me open. I'll take the banner. I'm not going to play it, but I'll take it. And that leaves me open for Defiant Strike, I suppose. White 1-drop. So Jeskai Banner. Feed the Clan. Boo. Well, that wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. I need 7 playables. Not the best place to be, but oh well. Let's hope for something good in pack 3. Gonna need some creatures too. So I don't think any of this crap over here is going to get played outside of the Blossoming Sands. We're not going to splash blue for any reason. Not even this 1,000 Winds. Wah wah. Alright, so Become Immense, Savage Punch, Raiders Spoils. I've only got 9 creatures, so that doesn't feel great, taking the Become Immense, but I guess all my picks here are creature-based spells, aren't they? Become Immense. Whoops. Uh-oh. 1 second, it looks like Magic crashed. So Magic is back up and running. I might have missed that pick, so we're going to have to see what it picked for me. Oh, it's all mixed up. Did I pick the Become Immense? What did I get? Tell me quick. No, it didn't get the Become Immense. I can't tell offhand what it picked. So we're just going to pretend this is our first pick. Let's sort by rarity again. Sultai Flare looks pretty good. Sultai Scavenger is decent as well. But I think we'll take the Flare here. So green 4-drop 3/4. Green 4-drop 3/4. So we've got a Sagu Archer. Scout the Borders, Sultai Banner, Siegecraft. So yeah, we'll take a Sagu Archer. I need to clean up a lot of this stuff down here. So what did we take? 5-drop 2/5 green. So Smoke Teller, Abomination, Kintree Invocation. That's pretty good. Yeah, Kintree. 2-drop black or green. 2-drop black or green. So Highland Game is the pick. Well, Unyielding Krumar as well. Let me continue cleaning this up a bit. So Unyielding Krumar. I don't remember taking that, so maybe that's the pick. It's a terrible pick, Magic. Terrible pick. So I've got 10 creatures. So Highland Game versus Krumar. I don't have that much black. So maybe just sticking to green and white would be good. So green 2-drop 2/1. Yeah, let's do it. Another one. But we do have a Hate Blade here, which is an X1, which works for me. So we'll take that. White 1-drop 1/1. So Leaping Master is all that fits in there. And that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. We're going to have to take it. Red 2-drop 2/1. Red 2-drop 2/1. It's not a terrible curve. Just need some playables. Preferably 3 more. Student, why are you over there? Get over there. You're ever so slightly classed as a playable. What did I even pick? Red 2-drop 2/1. So Smoke Teller is the pick, I think. Yeah, let's get another Smoke Teller. Those 2/2s for 2. So I don't know how we win. I have no idea how we win. What do we have? 2-drop green. So we're looking at Awaken the Bear or Jungle Hollow. Need a playable, but don't know if I can pass by that dual land. Let's take it. So black-green. Black or green. It's definitely the first time I've had Magic Online crash during a draft. And that's the first time in months that I've ever seen Magic Online crash like that as well, where it pops up that whole send an error report thing. So what did I even pick? I can't remember. My mind just drifted there. Smoke Teller, right? 2-drop green, 2/2. So we're looking at Scout the Borders. Not great. Let's take it. Green 3-drop. Green 3-drop. Scout the Borders. Or we could take a Sultai Banner, which opens us up to black or green next pick. So let's take it. Black or green. So we're going to take a Teamer Banner, and that's going to push us back into green. Naturalize, sure thing. Well, you don't work on the rule, but you're my only pick. So we're short of playable, so I'm going to have to throw some sort of junk in here. Let's take this island. What's going to get thrown in? What is going to get thrown in? Well, let's go morph. That's all for morphs. What's better, Scout or Seek? Maybe Seek. Maybe we throw a Molting Snakeskin in? Doesn't seem great, but I mean, I guess because I only have 14 creatures, I want them to live? Maybe? That kind of makes sense. Not really. Yeah, let's throw it in. And then let's throw in Jungle Hollow, Blossoming Sands, add some basic lands. 5, 4, 7. Does that sound right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's add that to the deck. And there's our mishmash of a deck, decided in part by me, but also in part by whatever I took the previous pick. That is Follow the Leader. We'll see how it does in the rounds coming up soon. Stay tuned for round 1.